Hello and a very good morning, everyone. Welcome to New York Oval Grounds. We've got a game between the New Jersey Stallions, who've been subduing their opposition, against the New York Titans, NYC Titans, who've won the toss and they've elected to bowl first against a side who's been extremely good without a fault on the points table, who won straight all the games they've played. New Jersey Stallions strong with 14 points with a positive run rate. What has been a standout is that their bowling, they've not allowed any opposition to score runs against them. Officials today, Ritesh Patel, Eshan Mulay, and Sandeep Sandy are going to be the umpires for the game. We'll take a look shortly at the squad, where we have in Stallions Dominic Ricky, Akshay Humraj, Saiteja Mukamala, one of those names that you would be extremely cautious when you're bowling to. He is being thunderous with his batting. Christian Mikau Ronaldo, Ramanveer Taliwal, a new addition, recently debuting for the New Jersey Stallions, Jasdeep Singh, Anirudh Emanuel, Aman Patel, Stephen Wigg, Sachin Mailavarpu, and Nawab Singh. Whereas for the NYC Titans, they've got Gaurang Sharma, Jalad Dua, Mohammad Naseem, Penag Ghosh, Ashish Katepalli, Rayan Shun, Parveen Dul, Chiranj Bhatia, Mario Loban, Sahir Bhatia, and Keshav Rawal. Something very different for the NYC Titans from the last year is that they are not sitting at the bottom of the table. They still have a chance to overcome the Philadelphians with a good run rate if they manage to topple New Jersey Stallions in this game. The run rate is in negative for both Philadelphians and the NYC Titans. And this will be the game you want to take on a strong opposition and make a mark as NYC Titans. And it'll be a key role for Mario Loban, Parveen Dul, who's been given the very first over. Good operator, knows how to control the ball, has been a part of Canadian setup. We are ready for the first ball. Left arm off spinner as bowling on the very first, and that'll open the account of Dominic Ricky and New Jersey Stallions. The opening partnership has been so good for the Stallions. They've not lost even a single game in this league. That is just extremely good. Signs of a well done team. And for Jasdeep Singh as captain of New Jersey Stallions too, being able to manage Dominic Ricky, Saiteja Mukamala, to be able to give them that sort of confidence and let them play their game has been a standout. That's a beautiful ball bowled by Parvindul, reaching home Raj, having some good turn on this wicket. It's windy as well here at the Oval. Very well bowled. And that'll be the end of over. 1 over done. 3 runs coming off the first over.
Whoever you are on the field, the dream is what drives us. Gear up for your dreams. Shop now at dreamcricketstore.com.
And it should be a no-brainer who's going to operate the second over for the NYC Titans when you've got a tall man like Mario Loban, who was top of the tree last season and makes you very uncomfortable. This is the man you'd want to go to. And he will play a key role in today's match for the NYC Titans to decide what the innings is going to look like for the Stallions. A partnership breaker, Mario Loban, has got 27 wickets in 14 matches. And if you look at that economy, it's under 7, 6.87. His best figures, 10 wickets, 10 runs and 4 wickets. There's a hint of shape for Mario Loban and will be called as a wide. And if you're a fast bowler, you'd be thinking to use that windy condition to the best of your benefit. Pareen being able to make that new ball talk with a bit of turn and bite from the surface. It's a very natural action for Mario Loban, how he gets that bounce of the wicket, hitting that seam right on the track. At times gets you slightly uncomfortable. Saitya Mukamala knows to come. He is on the tip of the iceberg with 269 runs. Gotta be very careful with the extras you are giving in the game. So far, looking decent NYC Titans apart from that wide being bowled. Steadily, the Stallions trying to build their innings. Akshay Humraj, 8 matches, 189. The 125 strike rate, his highest being 78. A lot of room for him to showcase his talent. Takes on, and that is gone. That'll be the first boundary. That will be a 6 or a 4. We'll have to wait the confirmation. And yes, the umpire calls it half a dozen more. Wasn't that bad of a ball if you take in account how Mario Loban bowled this. Just slightly short, a teeny meeny bit of room for Akshay Homraj to free his arms, and he collects that 6. And that is why I tell you, when you're bowling against a quality team who've not lost any match in the league stage, you'll have to make sure you are bowling at your very best. Any room. And that's the wicket. That's the wicket. Mario Loban has the final say with Akshay Homraj. What a crafty bowler Mario Loban. Was slightly shorter, gets fuller this time. And that nudge, feather nudge, gets the wicket of Akshay Homraj. Let's see if we can have a look at the replay how Mario Loban set Akshay Homraj on that ball. Just take a look. Slightly lower. It didn't climb onto the bat, and Akshay Homraj knew straight away. Loban is static. Gets on the first wicket. Also was a no ball that Akshay Homraj gave for six. Was a free hit. He utilized it completely. And what a comeback from Loban to get rid of Akshay Homraj. That brings on the man who's in red hot form, Saiteja Mukamala. 8 matches, 269 runs, 19 fours and 16 sixes with 2 half centuries, 92 being his highest run score this league in 2025 minor league cricket. And we've also seen in the national side when Mukamala wears that national jersey, he's a complete different player. Nonchalant, very easy on the eyes. Tries to read early on the wicket, then has the ability to change the gears as the innings progresses as well. Very few with the quality you would think of that has the regulating when they know how to operate the innings, and Saiteja, one of those names. And on the very last ball, that's why Loban proved you why he is so consistent with 24 wickets in 11 matches. That's gone. That's over the head of the wicketkeeper. Saiteja Mukamala was nowhere in control of that shot. And this would have been a wicket that would have put Loban and the NYC Titans are right on the top. Look at that. Just goes away. Trying to take on play against the line. A bounce shot to get 6 runs will get 4. That 15 runs so far with a ball remaining. With 2 balls bowled extra. 6 and a 4 coming off this over. Taps it. Taps it to get off the strike. It'll be 16 runs coming off the second over. In total, 19 for 1. 2 overs done.
Whoever you are on the field, the dream is what drives us. Gear up for your dreams. Shop now at dreamcricketstore.com.
And when you also look at that batting scorecard of the highest run scorers, you've also got Garanshu Sharma from NYC Titans. Not far away from Saiteja Mukamala, scored 254 runs. It's just a bit of luck that NYC Titans need going their way. They'll have their eyes on that net run rate too. And a right call too. If you've got 8 overs in total, four from Parveen Dhul that you can rely upon. And yes, Mario Loban has been a bit expensive, but you'd expect your ace bowler to have a comeback in the second over that he'll be bowling. 8 overs that you can utilize as a bowling unit to the very best of their ability. Keeping it tight, softly played by Mukamala. Dominic Ricky, very much experienced with 60 matches under his belt and much more, might not be on the records. 1,440 runs scored with his highest 71 runs. Strike rate slightly lower than 120, but we've seen Dominic Ricky what he can do. Knows to show some aggression when needed. Pulling into the stumps, Parveen Kumar to Dominic Ricky. It's like that, trying to get that drift away from the right hander, having that first slip. Quickly done. 3 overs completed, 20 for 1.
Whoever you are, on the field, the dream is what drives us. Gear up for your dreams. Shop now at dreamcricketstore.com.
2 overs completed for Parveen Dhul. And very quick second over. Just 1 run coming off it. 5 dots from the over of Parveen Kumar Dhul. Loban to continue to Mukamala. There's the sharp rise of Loban's bowling. Trying to settle his eyes, Saiteja on the ball. Has been very expensive on the first over, getting 16 runs. A no ball also bowled. Stallions steadily building their partnership. Solid shot from Dominic Ricky. No need to run for that one. He will for sure fetch runs out of the deep mid wicket. Look at that. Just stays there in the crease, watches it, lets the ball come onto the bat. Looks like we've got 6 runs here. Falling slight short of the rope. And it's at times tricky to identify given the angle that we are set up at. That's why you'll have to wait for the confirmation. I'm sure the players at times who are batting do get confused too, thinking that, and a question rising towards the umpire that, do you not think that that was a sixer? Does not get under the ball, but very much he has got his willow onto it. Dominic Ricky, back to back boundaries for him. Somewhere, Loban would have thought he's nowhere in control. I might have tried moving that fielder slightly onto the right of the screen where you're seeing right now. Was nowhere in position to play that shot, but enough bat onto it helps Dominic Ricky getting back to back fours. Going down the leg. Will have to bowl again. And when you say you've got 4 overs of Mario Loban, and how would you utilize him? Stallions are taking attack onto the NYC Titans and their ace bowler, Mario Loban, charging on him. Very first over, Mario Loban getting 16 runs. And now, already 11 runs coming off with 2 balls to go. That run rate that was steadily building now has shooted to 8.45. Let's it go. Much better from Loban. And with the conditions being windy, I'm a bit surprised that Loban, usually who goes full, hasn't gone fuller because you're able to see that lateral movement as he bowls the ball onto the pads of the batter. That's played. That's waited and played for 4 runs there. No protection in the offside. No one there. Will take a couple of steps to get the ball back. 4 overs done, 35 for 1. So look on the replay. A bit more wide. And thank you very much. With no protection, no fielders outside the circle as this is power play and you'll have field restriction. We will see the first bowling. That's Shubatia. 39 matches, 20 wickets for Chiranshu. Played with the Philadelphians before joining the NYC setup. Has economy 8.47, where he thinks might be able to get a better day today. Had a question where I was thinking if they'd be bringing on Praveen Dul to bowl the third over, but whereas I think they've gave him a break just when the Stallions get going, I reckon that's where they would try to bring him on to combat, to bring that run rate down because he's been good with the new ball in hand. The second over just giving that 1 run, 5 dots. Doesn't seem to be like the day Mario Loban is having fun bowling today. Gets that angle of the stump. going on to the pads. Spoiled well. Chiranshu Bhatia, 3 balls, two being dot and a leg by coming on the third ball. They will want to restrict Stallions at least to 140, 150, especially with 2 overs remaining in power play, an over remaining after this over because it's the fifth over. You think you give them a free hand? Nicely played. Nicely played of Saiteja Mukamala. If they're getting over 50, that gives them a bit of space for them to play their shots freely, and you keeping them close to 40 runs under 7. You think that, okay, we've done well, we've got a wicket. Now, what is it that we can do differently here to get breakthrough and break the partnership? Excuse me. No, I tell you that because they've got a deep batting lineup, the New Jersey Stallions. Played away, and that'll be running right to the boundary. Inches before stopped, and good response to take runs, just not waiting for the ball. 40 runs scored of 5 overs, a wicket down.
Whoever you are, on the field, the dream is what drives us. Gear up for your dreams. Shop now at dreamcricketstore.com.
Going at 8 runs and over. 4 runs coming off Chiranshu Bhatia's over. Last time when these two met, NYC batted first and New Jersey Stallions winning by 4 wickets. Was a close game. Somehow, something mysteriously working for Stallions. They've got the right balance, right up, right attitude to play. Was a good partnership built by Mohammad Naseem and Gauranshu Sharma in the first game. NYC Titans and the Stallions. Chiranshu Bhatia bowling the last over in the last game. I believe they needed about 10 runs. That taking off the pressure that definitely will haunt NYC Titans, and they'll be looking for a victory today against the Stallions. Almost they were in contention, they were running away with the victory. The penultimatum ball being hit for 6, that changed the complete outlook of the game and the result too. has been impressive for me this season about Stallions is you consider Cavaliers, Somerset Cavaliers, to be one of the other strongest side compared to the others in this pool table, East Division. One of the games they were playing bowled out the Cavaliers for 118, winning by 69 runs. That takes their run rate. Full toss. That's a gift. Poor ball from Raval. And when I say he is easy on the eyes, he doesn't try to overhead the ball, just stroke it away easily. And prime example on your replay that just waits it and easy pickings for Mukamala. Bowler being able to contribute, taking a lesson back from the games they've played against Somerset Cavaliers. The Stallions, the captain Jasdeep Singh picking up 3 wickets, and that'll be boundary. That is glorious from Saiteja Mukamala, as easy as it gets for him. Smart batting, just using the width of the crease, moves back, picks the gap, rightly bisecting the fielders inside the circle. That's pure skill of Mukamala's batting. A run shy of getting their 50 runs onto the scoreboard. That'll be the end of 6th over. Power play finishes. 49 runs scored in the power play with a wicket gone. How close games we've seen this season, 2025 minor league cricket. From the Central Division, we've had 2 games, St. Louis Americans and Chicago Kingsmen. And between these 2 teams, NYC Titan and the New Jersey Stallions, the last game they played, just getting that 6, the Stallions on the very before the final ball, getting the pressure on back onto the NYC Titans. It was Stephen Wigg and Steve Singh batting, and a 6-4 and 4. We can just say about Stallions having a deep batting lineup, but the NYC Titans have witnessed it. So they are very much familiar. That brings 50 for New Jersey Stallions. So they exactly know what they're supposed to do. They still got that pull from the last game NYC Titans, where they'd be thinking of teaser from Chiranshu Bhatia to Mokamala, somehow missing that outside edge. 160 is what they managed to score, and with the ball remaining, Stallions able to achieve that. You've got batting till Stephen Wigg, who can bat for the Stallions. And most importantly for the NYC Titans, they'll be considering that net run rate. The batter was baffled by that delivery, not exactly where he wanted to play, taking the outside edge off. Dominic Tricky indicating to Mukamala. Bounce being a bit inconsistent on the wicket today. You've seen a couple of rises from Loban and his bowling. One that kept low. This is chipped up and falls where there's no fielder. Takes you back to Kyron Pollard and when MS Dhoni was running exactly same where he was just trying to play with the ball and an extra run that was taken. A match happened right in West Indies where Pollard was just trying to hold the ball just to see if they'll be coming back, try to be cheeky, and MS getting the better of him. And also, one of the instances where Quentin de Kock run out one of the batters from Pakistan. I exactly do not remember the name, but Quentin de Kock using his head, thinking that making the bowler think that the throw is coming onto the other end, leisurely running and running out. That ends the seventh over, 55 runs with a wicket.
Whoever you are, on the field, the dream is what drives us. Gear up for your dreams. Shop now at dreamcricketstore.com.
Keshav Rawal, as his figures say, 12 matches and 12 wickets. Gotta say that he has not gone wicketless in an economy of 5.90. Best bowling figures 20 for 4. How would you try to put Mukamala and Ricky back onto the back foot? I think you'll have to get the fielders to be a bit more attacking, pushing them to play, taking that aerial chances. That's how, as a spinner, I think you'll be able to make your chances to get the wicket. And here also, Keshav Rawal and co in NYC Titans will have to remember that not exactly every bowler will be able to get the wickets, but just getting the job done, putting that pressure on so that they force the batter to play a wrong shot. That is what you want the batters of Stallions to do it. And as the game progresses and no wickets coming off, it'll just be getting stronger for Stallions having wickets in hand. It will give them the full freedom and final 4-5 overs to come and swing nicely. Raval trying to use that drift bowling much more quicker. Getting the turn. Maybe he thinks to hold his length back slightly, give flight on the ball. Might try to induce the batter. It's like that, a bit more flatter than you usually see Raval when he tries to get that dip where the batter watches carefully and he thinks, should I come forward? Should I play this? Much better. Much better with the flight here. Slightly slower too when compared to the last ball where it goes nicely in a trajectory, dipping for the batter, dipping down. Very interesting when he before he bowls, just locks in, just very well bowled. You gotta keep containing Mukamala and Ricky. Put the pressure on. Somewhere they'll be feeling we are not in the right rhythm. Where he feels that he's played 25 runs of 22 balls. He's got a reputation to rotate the strike nicely. Just keep containing him back in his crease, and somewhere you have a wicket coming. That is what, as a bowler and a bowling unit, that you would be sniffing. You got to keep the pressure on the batting team. There's a big shout. There's a big shout appealing to the umpire. And umpire, a bit late, tried deciding what exactly was it. The turn. And there goes Dominic Ricky. Was a bit of camera away. We'll take a look here. And straight away, the wicketkeeper, Keshav Rawal, asking the umpire. He was questioning. And there was a signal from the leg umpire as well that it is no bat involved and it is directly on the leg. Dominic Ricky goes after making 20 runs. That'll be the over. 8 overs done, 59 for 2. Let's take a look. Who's coming on to bowl here? While Ricky goes, it'll be a new man replacing him, and it is Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo Truton against Bhatia. Sahir Bhatia with 13 wickets. The only thing separating him to be the leader to get that top spot is his economy. He has been phenomenal with his leg spin. When I say the economy, it isn't bad. Under 6, 5.46. The top spot taken by Tarak Desai from the Cavaliers was 5.03. And Sahir Bhatia has got potential to trouble Mukamala. Much more better NYC Titans from the last year. They've learned their lesson and they've come back stronger while they are looking to move up the ladder in 2025 minor league to push back the Philadelphians to be in the top 3. And for wickets, it'll be this man, Sahir Bhatia, who can be the rainmaker, can get you wickets or at least choke the opposition. Can buy the bowlers a bit of time, Sahir Bhatia, where even if they play him carefully, there's going to be some pressure on the batters to take on to score runs, because you could see with the wicket before Dominic Ricky, even in power play, 2 overs before, the run rate was 8 and over, started coming down. And it is this wicket, Sahir Bhatia, would be eyeing for through the hands of Sahir Bhatia. Bowling nicely and bravely, Bhatia, giving much flight on the ball, sticking to his strength, asking if the batter is able to take him on. Quicker one this time, short of the length, got into position early, should be getting at least 2 runs. And yes, he does. 6 runs coming off Bhatia's first over, 9 overs done, 65 for 2.
Whoever you are, on the field, the dream is what drives us. Gear up for your dreams. Shop now at dreamcricketstore.com.
Pat is to come for the Stallions after the wicket. Ramanveer Taliwal, Jasdeep Singh, the captain, Anirudh Emmanuel, Stephen Wigg. They need a wicket before 12 overs at least to get slightest of the momentum. And they're building strongly. The NYC Titans with the batting, with the bowling, beg your pardon. We were looking at a run rate of 8 and over. They are trying to pull it down. Rahul getting a wicket in the last over. There's that turn away and a good attempt. The fielding has been good from the side of NYC Titans. They've not let the batter run in easy run, except for those they've been able to hit in the gap. Sent back again. This is a good follow through by Cable. 2 runs coming off his 3 balls that he's bowled. Number 8 on his jersey. Bowls with left arm. Tongued away. And the strike will be rotated here for a run. That will be the 10th over. 69 runs after 2 wickets. 10 overs completed.
Whoever you are on the field, the dream is what drives us. Gear up for your dreams. Shop now at dreamcricketstore.com.
While so far the story has been in these 10 overs, NYC Titans getting the wicket, the very first wicket of Akshay Homraj, Mario Loban getting the feather edge, and then Dominic Ricky in the second over of Keshav Rawal being leg before Sai Teja, who's looking strong, looking to build the innings with Ronaldo through turn. We'll have a short drinks break and we'll be back shortly. We're back after a short drinks break. The players feeling hydrated. They've done a good job, I believe, here. NYC Titans might be a bit early call to say, having two expensive overs of Loban. They've pulled the run rate back, and they've got to put some pressure on Mukamala, who usually is not bothered. He's very composed, any sort of game, any format of the game. Excellent change of pace here from Sahir Bhatia, trying to play him cross batted. A bit of tennis swat, but was able to deceive the batter. And if it's Mukamala who's been able to rotate that strike, bowlers and the fielders will have to find a way to hold him back at the non-striker end. So at least they'll have a fissure on his momentum and a bit of lag on his play where he thinks that I'm having a bit of lack in concentration. At least not his wicket, but at least try to hold him back on the non-strikers end. But Ronaldo, through Ton, has been able to do the job well. Rotate the strike, give it back to Mukamala. The task assigned to Truton would be go spend time on the wicket as much as you can, give the strike back to Mukamala as he is well set, and then one can take the role of being aggressor while they at least still have 11 overs done, 77 for 2.
Whoever you are on the field, the dream is what drives us. Gear up for your dreams. Shop now at dreamcricketstore.com.
And NYC Titans, very much strong with the hold of spin. They've got a diet of spinners with Keshav Rawal, Parveen Dhul, Sahir Bhatia. There are your 12 overs. And I think with Mario Loban, if he was chipped up over the head of Keshav Rawal while he screams for catches, Loban and Chiranshu that make their 20 overs so they know they have well defined roles for the bowlers. And just in case someone being a bit expensive, they might have an option as well, making a bit difficult and very well fielded. Not allowed the ball to go through. That was hit with force from Mukamala and discomfort. And exactly as fielders and the bowling team, you want to have that frustration from the batter where he thinks that he's trying everything and nothing's been going through. This is the sixth over after a boundary. The last boundary was scored in sixth over, and it's 12 overs, and we haven't seen a single boundary come. They've got a strong hold here, NYC Titans, stopping boundaries. No sixes or fours coming for the Stallions. This is brilliant to put the pressure on to the batters and the Stallions side. And with the final ball from Keshav Rawal for the day today. So far, he's been good. That misses everyone, the batter, the stumps, the wicket keeper. and also the boundary. It just stops right in front of the boundary rope, giving 2 runs, and that'll be the end of the overs for Keshav Rawal. 12 overs done, 84 for 2. Almost 6 overs, no boundary scored from the batters of Stallions. Somewhere Keshav Rawal giving 7 runs in this over. The previous one he bowled with four runs only. And one positive with the spinners is that they've bowled quicker. You wouldn't want the batters to think through what they're doing. Well, wait. Here, it is clear that what NYC Titans are just trying to do here, they are very much comfortable not getting the wicket, but trying to put the pressure with the dot balls. And Sahir Bhatia is clearly doing his job well. String of dot balls, 85 for 2, and Stallions would be thinking, how can I, or how can we as batters be able to rotate the strike? Yes, they're being able to rotate the strike, but that aggression, one will have to take on the charge, just like they tried doing on Mario Loban. Just try to unsettle the bowler. We haven't seen batters coming down the wicket except for Mokamala, who was able to use the width of the crease through Ton. Maybe that's his role. That was the message given to him before he was coming on to bat. That slapped away. That slapped with power, short of the delivery. While we say that, it is Ronaldo Truton who breaks free from the shackles of dot balls and singles, gets a boundary to end the over with boundary. 90 runs scored. Look at him pouncing on that delivery as soon as it was bowled shorter from Sahir Bhatia. 13 overs and 90 runs. And I would still be worried a little if NYC Titans and fans of NYC Titans, because they still have 8 wickets. Then you've got Jasdeep Singh, you've got Ramanveer Taliwal, Stephen Wigg, who've got the full potential, can maximize their batting leverage. Parveen Kumar has gone up high and falls in the barren land where there's no fielder. Very strong ethos from Parveen Dhul, part of Canadian team too. Is one of those bowlers and can also bat. Is very strong with the mindset and as someone who gets the job done for the team in sticky situations for Canada. He was able to rotate the strike and build innings. Again, where is this going? Fielder running through and falling just short of Mario Luban. And those are the signs of aggression from the batters of Stallion, where they are looking to take on the bowlers of NYC Titans. And I would just try to do what I'm doing right now if I was Parveen Dhul, with looping the ball in the air, giving more flight, asking Truton to take on me off the back foot. Mukamala on 40 after facing 40 balls. That's missed by the wicketkeeper. And that will also be an extra run overthrow. Praveen Kumar not happy. And he's only given 7 runs. This is his third over. That's an extremely well bowled ball into the gloves of the wicketkeeper. 14 overs done. 95 for 2. Sahir Bhatia into his final over. He has been wicketless, and there's something different either for NYC Titans or the Stallions. They would either want to get wickets, the Titans, or the Stallions looking to score boundaries. You can sense that there's a big shot or a wicket coming here because last over Truton taking charge on Praveen Dhul. Going at 6.77 and over. While the new batter arrives, there's going to be a bit of refurbishing at the wicket, and it is going to be Ramanveer Taliwal. Replacing Saiteja Mukamala. Last game, not out against NYC Titans. Displayed what batting power can be like, scoring 34 runs in 25 balls, 2 sixes and a boundary. He's very young, Ramanveer Taliwal. 22, 23. I reckon his age got a chance with New Jersey Stallions. This is his usual spot, wicketkeeper batter. A natural attacker of the ball. The very first game that he was playing got run out, got a chance. Next game, score against NYC Titans. Gets off the mark straight away. And if he wants his name to be echoing in the league, this is the game, and this is the point for Captain Jasdeep Singh to look at Ramanveer Taliwal and his game exposure that he has, where he can set up a good total for the Stallions when they come out to defend, when he gives a bit of freedom for the bowlers, space for the bowlers to come out freely and bowl instead of thinking, having that target in their head. Watchful here. Ronaldo Truton with the wicket. Final ball from Bhatia, and let's see if he's going to loop it up and try to get a wicket. That's looped up, and he's hit that handsomely way, way back to get 6 runs. Ronaldo Truton. We knew his intentions from the last over against Sahir Bhatia that he bowled. He was coming down, taking the charge, and gets glorious 6 runs. Despite getting a wicket, New Jersey Stallions finishing this over with 9 runs. 15 overs done. 104 for 3. I think the batters of the Stallions are ready for a takeoff, and they are looking to strike everything. Spend good amount of time Ronaldo Truton, and he would like to take on the charge. Still a 1-2 dimensional player, Ramanveer. Played a lot of cricket against one another, also in some instances with one another. Praveen Kumar and Ramanveer. They know each other very well. The batter and the bowler coming from Canada. Almost that weight on front foot, while you see the stance of Ramanveer clearly says that top hand dominant player, just trying to put his, just like that, the way he takes his stance. Look at him lean forward. Surprise. And that's a snotter to Talibal. Almost takes his head with him, Had to get his bat and his face away. Played across. Fresh legs. And the running from Truton has been good. They'll be looking to at least pick 2 runs every ball they can. Wicket has been very spin friendly. Cut away, run taken, and they are very quick on the feed. Excellent coordination from Truton and Talewal. Did not hesitate, did not let the doubt pop in their head. And this is prime when you're running between the wickets. If there's a call, if you think the run can be taken, you gotta give that, you gotta show that faith and complete the call. Spool wide despite the batter moving. It's way past the line, and I think there's a question exactly asked from the Praveen that the bat is moved across, but it's a bit more wider on the second white line. That's where the ball was going, and a right call made by the umpire, trying to take Praveen with a sweep. Has made it look difficult, a bit more sticky for the batters to play. He might not have got wicket, but surely he's made it difficult for the batters to pick him. And he'd be very gleeful if he's able to get wicket of the last ball from the day. The last ball that he's bowling. A bounce to Mario Loban at long on. That'll be the end of 16th over. 109 for 3. And now, as Stallions and the fans of Stallions, you'd be chewing your nails and thinking that revisiting how much do we think are we able to score? Now we've got 24 balls as T20, the way it has evolutionized. 4 overs, 24 balls. There have been instances where teams have been able to score over 50 runs, over 30 runs, over 40 runs, anywhere close to 140, 150. This is a big win for Stallions, where the run rate stands at. They're almost touching the mark of 7 and over. And Mario Loban has been a bit expensive in his initial 2 overs. They'd like to have an advantage over him based on what his 2 overs were. And the captain of NYC Titans rightly replacing him, saving his 2 overs for the end of the game. 31 runs for Mario Loban in 2 overs. I'd still think with Stallions that 140 should be on the cards for them here. Anything below 140 will be a disappointment, giving us a cracker of a game going against the NYC Titans the first time down to the wire, giving excitement to our viewers, where the pitch has been a bit tricky for the batters to read spinners, where Parveen Dhul able to turn with Keshav Rawal getting the wicket, Sahir Bhatia getting a wicket on his name as well, with the big wicket of Mukamala, who has the potential, knows to moderate the innings and change the gears as the innings progress. This is the 17th over, and you'll at least get to see the trailer what the batters are looking for. Gives room, carves away, and a bit more better length from Loban. Tall man, at times with the seam landing right on the wicket, gets you a bit more uncomfortable. New ball in his hand, he was expensive. Conditions were windy. We were thinking that he might be able to get the ball talking laterally when he moves. That's just tapped for 1 run. 3 balls and just 3 singles of the 3 balls. Ramanveer batting on 5, whereas Truton he goes on 27 of 26. A boundary scored. Just a bit of information about Ramanveer Talewal, a game that he was playing in Canada in one of the local tournaments. Change of pace, excellent change of pace. Nowhere near Ramanveer to read from the hand of Loban. Just look at him when he runs in hard. You'd be expecting nice roll of the finger there, tall man. You'd be expecting him to intimidate you with his quicker ones. And there's no slow release of the arm when he rotates it. That's where at times you get trigged when he rolls his fingers. It's essential for a batter to just watch his release point precisely where he is able, as if he is rolling the ball, rolling his fingers on the ball, or he's just snapping his wrist at the wicket. Change of phase, a change of feel. The bounce of the wicket has been a slightly towards inconsistent side. Where the first wicket takes on Mario Loban, and where is this gone? This is gone. Just a little confirmation from the umpire that gives us the idea if it's a boundary. Yes, it is 4 runs. Like I say, it's a bit difficult for us to understand with the angle. One bounce at 4 runs. He connected that well. Ronaldo Truton. We've seen him connect a couple of shots. There's intention, there's intent from Truton. Just needs ball to come right in the area, and they are at a phase where even if the ball is not pitched where the batter likes to be pitched, they'll have to make their shots into the bleachers. And it's going to be the ball finding committee that will have to help the NYC Titans. Keshav Rawal. It's going to be a bit of delay while we find the ball, with a ball remaining in the 17th over before we call it as an over. But so far, over by over, if you look at it, second over, Mario Loban getting the wicket of Akshay Homraj, and that's when Akshay failed to read the bounce of the wicket, just feathering it to the wicket keeper. That's the very first wicket that was picked by the NYC Titans, and then eighth over, Keshav Rawal getting that leg before of Dominic Ricky with the spin, where he tried playing across the stumps, trying to take Rawal into the leg side, ball turning away from him as a left arm spinner. And Sahir Bhatia in 15th over taking the wicket of Saiteja Mukamala, getting the wicket at the right time, setting the batter who is in red hot form, who is at the points table, at the top of the points table for the batting record. They got rid of him. And that's something with boundaries. Sixth over, Before 12 overs, sixth over was where they scored one boundary, and then after that, it was Ronaldo Truton who break out of the shackles. He said he's had enough from the bowlers of NYC Titans and took a boundary in the 12th over. This has been a tug of war between the Stallions and the Titans. That's way wide, almost off the wicket from Mario Loban. And when we talk about Loban's economy, that he's been under six at times, and also he's been able to get wickets, 37 wickets on his name, you would say, as a bowler, anyone who's joining us for the first time, that if they hear about the stats, would look something differently with Loban. But it's one of those days as bowlers that when you play this league, it humbles you always. That's hit hard. That's hit very hard. Clubbed into the offside from Truton and gets another boundary to end. This is a good over for Stallions. Even the dive, nothing could save. The ball was running away, screaming to the boundary. 17 overs done, 122. And as a young player, as Raman Talewal, he will have that responsibility on his shoulder, the tag of showing, expressing, more about expressing, impressing. And as captain, I think for Stallions, he is under right wing, where in net session as well, he would play Stephen Wigg. And he has been excellent operator for the Stallions, selected for the Texas Super Kings this year. You'll see when he comes on to bowl how well he uses his wrist to get the ball swinging, Stephen Wigg. But whereas for Ramanveer Taliwal, this being his very first year playing for Stallions, that mark, the tag of impressing is there on him. But I think there should be a message from the captain. It says that you go out there, you express, and you play freely more than you putting on a name for yourself. It's more about the impact that you make. Because whereas for T20, even in Australia, Jake Fraser McGurk, and then that Border Gavaskar Trophy when Sam Constance was brought in as a debut, his mindset was very clear that he'd go out and express. When you get that freedom as a player, playing under the right captain too, and when you know what the plan is, when they're backing up your strength, that's always a blessing, and it also strengthens up, not only boosts your morale, but also give confidence to the batting attribute you have. And all eyes would be on this young man because Truton is playing in one gem of an innings where they were struggling with 6.87 at one point. They are 124. Like I said, 140, 150 still on cards, and they would want Ramanveer as well from the other side to get going with Truton. Chiranshu Bhatia taking a bit of horror from the last game where he was hit for six in the last second ball. That's where the complete game changed, where NYC Titans thought that they are almost winning the game. That last second delivery hit for six, and you know the result, Stallions still in the league stage to get a defeat. And that's hammered. That's absolutely hammered through. Nowhere, anyone, even the camera could not spot that. which is very unfortunate that we would be only seeing a run with a strong shot from Ronaldo Truton. Gives himself room. That's carved away. Now, at least this should be going beyond the rope. Oh, what a shot. I would be surprised here because just look at him. He takes on and then through inside out, almost through extra covers, gets 6 run. Timing might have been superb because if you're playing a shot through covers, it's almost more than your power, it's about your timing. It was Australian player Adam Gilchrist who would know how to slog, but also his timing when you see him time the ball through covers and extra covers on a comparison. But when you talk about the players who were so excelling at timing, that's where they showcased at the very best what timing can do. 18 overs done, 133 for 3. New Jersey Stallions with 12 balls remaining in this very first innings. For six hitting, most of the players at times as well, anyone who's growing, even at grassroots, think it's more about power. The more power that you have, yes, it is power, but it's most about timing because you could see even Yuvraj Singh, Saurav Ganguly hitting through the offside. That pickup shot of Yuvraj Singh, I doubt anyone's got better of it. And Saurav Ganguly playing through the offside. And how about Brian Charles Lara, the Prince, who had a great backlift, the timing, these players. And then when you talk about power, you've got Christopher Henry Gale, Matthew Hayden. You've got two sets of players that you say that it's more about timing. That's very much soothing, very much relaxing. It's like a treat to your eyes. And then you say, on the other hand of the players who are hitting with fours, they are the tormentors to the bowlers who come, who destruct. It's the balance that you got to find as a player, as a batter, that you got to know what where your strength lies. Smart bowling from Loban. Despite being expensive in his 3 overs, he's changing the pace. He's learning his ways through. 2 ball, 2 dots. NYC Titans, they'll be very happy with their bowling effort if they're managing to strangle the Stallions before 140. And it's this man, Loban, who has the potential, not played to the full of his potential today. Could not get enough bat on it. And you have to give an applause to the batting, how Christopher Truton's playing, because somewhere he's been subtle with his shots. He might not have been noisy, he might not have been getting boundaries at good rate, but he's managing to put the ball in the gap, and that's the wicket. That's where Loban shows the way, and he is happy, trying to go against the line, throws his bat, lack of shape, and there's the wicket. It is Ramanveer Taliwal who goes after nicking it to the wicket keeper. 16 runs score of 15. And this is an advantage for the NYC Titans. They get a new man on the crease, and it is Jasdeep Singh, the captain. And before Jasdeep Singh comes on to bat, he would be sitting in the pavilion thinking about what he was able to do last time on the three balls, six, four, and a four. And he'd be telling him, "This is what I gotta give my team today. As a captain, I'll have to give that platform 140 over that, and we've got a game on our head." This is what Jasdeep Singh will be thinking. Loban with 2 wickets. Both the wickets, just to give you a reminder, he's got of the wicketkeeper catch, and that has been when he's pitched the ball full. Today we've seen Loban pitching the ball shorter, wider, and that's his usual length that he was able to get the wickets. And I do remember from last year when Mario Loban was bowling, every bowler has connected that. And is it well enough? Bounce and oh, first ball. That's one of the ways to get off the strike. Jasdeep Singh, welcome to the crease. He times it so easily between just finding the gap between the fielders over the head of the bowler. Was not an easy shot, especially where he delivers Mario Loban. Just getting back in the crease, freeing his arms. Like I said, he just have to remind what he was able to do in the last game and has to replicate the same. Into the roots, where he ends his 4 overs with 50 runs today. 19 overs completed. First innings remain of 6 balls. 7 runs coming off the final over of Mario Loban. 140 on the scorecard. Make your predictions. I reckon at least 10 more runs, and anything over 10 runs, Stallions managing to score, they will be very happy as a team. At once, you'd be thinking going 6 and over, they must be thinking that NYC Titans, we might be able to get them at 130, probably 135, and New Jersey Stallions at 140 now. Anything over 10 and over this from Chiranshu Bhatia, they'll take it very happily as a bonus. But at least the Stallions will be looking to score 10 runs off this over. That comes the first run. Was an effort, but a deflection from the fielder. 141, 7.36 being their run rate. Change of pace. Chiranshu Bhatia taking lessons from Mario Loban, that how he was rolling his fingers on the ball, and it is more about how the spinners were effective in today's innings. The batters found it difficult to score runs against them. It's been slightly difficult for the batters to get the ball onto the bat. Any pace added on the ball is coming onto the bat nicely. This has been a good effort from Chiranshu Bhatia. 3 balls and right on the money. Has given 4 runs off his 3 balls in the final over 144. There have been instances where the Stallions have managed to run over their opposition, especially the Somerset Cavaliers game, winning by 60 above runs, bowling them out. Oh, what a shot! Picked up by Jasdeep Singh, and that's gone for half a dozen. They might have to find a missing complaint for that ball. It's gone way past the bleachers too. The adjustment from Jesse Singh, sits down on one knee and sends it 150. While we say 3 balls was good from Chiranshu Bhatia, and this may take him back to the last game against the Stallions. The second last ball, he got a 6, and he'd be thinking the story continues for me. Wasn't a bad ball if Jasdeep Singh was, I beg your pardon, Jesse Singh, if he was standing tall. Look at him and dropped. The way he manages to delve the ball out. More of excavation from Jesse Singh. Goes on for the innovation and completes it. What a shot. What a shot from Ronaldo Truton. And what an innings he's built for the Stallions. Just look at him, full toss. Instead of going front, he says, I'll use my head, my intelligence, and I'll go behind the wicket keeper, getting those 4 runs. Outstanding batting from Ronaldo Truton while he stayed there, made the ship steady for the Stallions, where it was looking slightly tacky for them to get to over 150. While we told, while we said 150 would be good, and anything over 150 is a bonus. New Jersey Stallions stand at 155. NYC Titans to score 156 to win this game. We will join you shortly in the second innings with more action while the NYC Titans need to chase 156 runs. Welcome back to innings number second, where the NYC Titans will be chasing 156 to win. Jesse Singh will be taking on the bowling charge. Goranshu Sharma and Mohammad Naseem are the opening batters. Out in the middle from NYC Titans, they've been able to give free flowing starts. In the games before for the NYC Titans. Got a slip in place for Goranshu Sharma. 3 wickets picked up previously by Jesse Singh. And last game, Jesse Singh picking up a wicket, giving 27 runs in his 4 overs against NYC Titans. Someone who was very effective in the last game was Stephen Wigg. With 2 wickets, he was a little bit expensive with 38 runs, but got 2 wickets. This may be an interesting game with the chase on. NYC Titans needing 155 to win with 7.95, almost 8 runs an over required. Played 4 matches, scored 41 runs. Mohammad Naseem, his highest being 22 runs. Into the pads. This power play is going to be important for the NYC Titans to cover as many runs as they can, having just 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. He's been bowling into the wicket, keeping it full. From windy, it's become breezy. Slight breeze that you can see. When the t-shirt of the batter on the non-strikers end and Jesse Singh can feel that breeze. You may be expecting some swing. Runs in very hard, and there's that seam movement. Keeps the bat hidden. End of first over, 2 runs only.
Whoever you are, on the field, the dream is what drives us. Gear up for your dreams. Shop now at dreamcricketstore.com.
They might also be going with a spinner here. The Stallions, seeing the way Wicket behaved in the first innings, how the NYC Titans tried restricting the batters of the Stallions playing strokes easily. No shots came in with fluidity. Has been more turn on offer than the bowlers getting the seam movement of the wicket or the swing. And it also is that you expect swing when the bowlers are pitching it fuller. and allowing the ball to do a bit of talking when the ball is full, not when you are over pitching and short. That's where the swing is cut out, and it is Sachin Mailavarpu. Picked up, short of the length, and everyone would have told that this will be punished from Mohammad Naseem. No turn there. Gets slow, picks it up easily without any difficulties, and gets a maximum. And this is not what you want from Mailavarpu as he's bowling, because the spinners of NYC Titans, they were very tight with the bowling line and length which they were bowling at. Haven't seen many short balls from the spinners of NYC Titans. And a better ball from Sachin. May have stopped if he was behind the wickets. Four overs and a maiden. Last game for Sachin against NYC Titans. Just 23 runs. And you could see in the final phase of the game how Luban was rolling his fingers over. Now there's a bit of confusion if that was a boundary, because it's picked up easily, and a tremendous shot from Gauranshu Sharma, who's been the explosive opener for the NYC Titans. It's with the camera angle a little hard to tell if there was any fielder. It's a very good second over for NYC Titans. Got a maximum boundary, and then twelve runs already with a final ball to go. Mohammad Naseem picking 6 runs on the second ball. And once the strike was given back to Karanchu, soft hands and good run. 2 overs done, 15 for no loss of wickets. Was whipped on off there. Solid work. Solid, energetic work in the deep. stopping 2 runs for the team. Just a bit more wide there, just had to put his bat directing the ball. Mohammad Naseem was looking good. That opportunity from Sachin Mailavarpu dropping the ball short, allowing him to free his arms. Oh, what a ball! Has knocked him over. Cannot get any better from Jesse Singh. The experience and his explosiveness. What a bowler, Jesse Singh. And the reason I tell you is that the ball was a peach, a yorker. Right away, when you are thinking of a delivery that should have been quicker, that skids on of the wicket had been a bit of lack of assistance for fast bowlers. Jesse Singh comes out with a better alternative in the block hole, gets the wicket of Mohammad Naseem. And by trying, this is a prime example set up by Jesse Singh, where most of them, the new ball, would not go for Yorker. He takes the tide in different direction. Breakthrough, which was needed, comes out Pinak Ghosh. 7 matches, 183 runs with 126 his strike rate. He's got a 50 to his name, 57 runs being his highest. Need 139 runs. Got a good start before the wicket. Very active as a captain, Jesse Singh. Suggesting field changes. Getting that fielder a bit more wide. I can just moving that backward point. This is an appeal right onto the pads. And the foot landing has been a bit of concern from first innings right here in the same spot. That's where he is hinting the umpire where his landing foot comes. There's no grip even with the spikes on. Despite sawdust, still some work that needs to be done to get the landing area repaired. Whereas so far, the story, those of you who've joined, will just take a quick recap, is that the NYC Titans winning the toss and electing to bowl first innings, where New Jersey Stallions put on to bat, they scored 155 runs, where it was Ronaldo Truton with a gem of knock from him, who stood there, harbored the ship of the Stallions, with a bit of little glimpse from Dominic Ricky, then later on Saiteja Mukamala, then came in Ramanveer Taliwal, and then the captain Jesse Singh playing a short cameo, helping the score to be at 155. Whereas when the inning started for NYC Titans, Mohammad Naseem picked off a good shot when it was drop shot from Sachin Mailavarpu, and then Jesse Singh getting rid of him. Way wide, and the keeper's done good to stop. Extra 4 runs could have resulted in 5 runs here. And you can exactly see what that playing in Jesse Singh's head is foot landing. This wicket is a left hand right hand combination. This pair, Koranshu Sharma, almost sand trickles into the boundary. Pickings from Goranshu Sharma was bowled onto the hips, just clips away. There's a little bit of tease there, just there, picking the ball from the middle stump, showing the direction. Almost the fielder reaching the ball. In the air, was there, dangling for a second, but was away from the fielder. Looking to take on the third one. He's looked off his rhythm, Jesse Singh, from the time he's expressed his concern with that landing part. Has changed his angle. He's bowling over the wicket to the left-hander where he wanted to go around. More wide. It's turning out to be a lengthy over from him. Although he's got a wicket. Two wides bowled. (130 runs needed). Played nicely. The fielder there inside the circle does the job, and that'll be the over. 3 overs done, 26 for 1.
Whoever you are, on the field, the dream is what drives us. Gear up for your dreams. Shop now at dreamcricketstore.com.
Goranshu Sharma batting on 12 of 10. Looking for a good start in the power play despite losing the first wicket. Goranshu getting that boundary after losing Mohammad Naseem. And they've replaced Sachin with Stephen Wigg. Had ready to swing the ball both ends against the ball into you and away from you. Almost with that angle for the left-handers. The ball moving away, as you could see Pinag Ghosh He's trying to read it. And what is so special about him swinging the ball is his wrist position. Just keeps it so straight, and the release of the ball driven on the up. Misfield there. That'll skip away. They need wickets here. The type of start they've got 28 runs scored. NYC Titans. They are looking strong and favorites to win this game, despite New Jersey Stallions scoring 155. But that very first over from Sachin Mailavarpu that gave a bit of confidence and a follow through from Stephen Wigg for an excellent ball. Not one of the bowlers that hits the deck hard, but more uses the seam, more uses the swing, using that fuller length. That's where he operates from. Has gone up. Is there a fielder underneath? Yes, he is, and takes an excellent catch. Jesse Singh completing catch for Stephen Wigg. Gets Pinak Ghosh somewhere irritated by the swinging ball of Stephen Wigg. Pinak Ghosh takes a rash shot. And that is what happens when you have that quality, that skill in your bowling, where you can swing. You can see him just frustrated, tries to go, and Jesse Singh collecting a good catch. 2 wickets down, NYC Titans. Ashish Katipalli, 7 matches, 70 runs. Shore can bat as an opportunity today to contribute to his personal statistics and also to the win of NYC Titans to redeem from the last defeat against the Stallions, who are sitting at the top in the points table without losing any game. Whereas for the NYC Titans, they are a spot below the Philadelphians. Now, number 4 with 6 points. And if they win this game, it's going to be the run rate between the Philadelphians and them that decides if they move up to the 3rd spot. Number 1 and 2 taken by the Somerset Cavaliers. Number 2, number 1, New Jersey Stallions. They've been flawless. No one's been able to penetrate through the defenses of the Stallions. Just 2 runs. And as we were talking about Stephen Wigg and he bowling, not one of those bowlers who uses the deck hard. It's more about runs in, uses his wrist, and the action is so smooth. End of 4 overs, 28 for 2.
Whoever you are, on the field, the dream is what drives us. Gear up for your dreams. Shop now at dreamcricketstore.com.
It's Goranshu Sharma who has been contributing with runs that brings on confidence for the NYC Titans as long as he is on the crease batting, and that's his wicket the Stallions would be looking to take. He's played some fine innings this season for NYC Titans, giving that solid opening stand for NYC. And when we look at 2024 opening spot, that was a bit of more worry. This is now taken on by Gauranshu Sharma, a bit of different play. Almost sacrificed his fellow partner for that one run. Nawab Singh, fairly new to the minor league, 2 matches and a wicket on his name. Nawab Singh played for Brampton Wolves in GT20 Canada, has the experience. It's more of Stephen Wigg when you compare to the other bowlers, that how consistent he is with the areas he selects to bowl on. Very picky as a bowler, that way he decides to bowl, and is very much decisive too. There's nothing too unpredictable that he does, but more of coming and using that fourth and fifth channel. Playing a miss there. Nowhere near to the line of the ball. Goranshu Sharma. Just need to add that dot ball pressure on the batters of NYC Titan in this power play, especially when as a team, when you look at how well they were doing 2 overs ago before the wicket of Pinak Ghosh, and now after losing 2 wickets, it's been a slight pushback from the batters. They've started becoming hesitant. Played width on offer and accepts it fully. Just acknowledges where Nawab Singh bowls to and throws his bat. You can see that free flow, the work of his wrist. No fielder there. Gets a boundary. As a bowler, you got to make sure that if you are bowling to your field, if not, if you think of giving that, just try testing the batter. It's always better to move your field across. And that's Aluzna. That's 5 wides. And will have to not only bowl again, but they'll also be getting runs. 11 runs and 4 balls from Nawab Singh. And then, as we were thinking, the run rate is going down, and helps them. NYC Titans, especially after that wide and a ball that remains as well. You get 5 extra runs, almost maximum, but a run short of 6. And then you also have a ball remaining. Could have been the fifth ball. much better, and this is what his capability is. Nawab Singh, puzzled look from the batter. 39 runs scored. Goranshu Sharma batting on 17. It's his wicket. The Stallions would be coming in full force with to take. Again, teasing off his outside edge. Completes the fifth over, 39 for 2. Wig coming back into the attack. After bowling that excellent first over, picked up a wicket of Panag Ghosh. Deep Singh completing a catch. Last year, there were scenes of devastation when New Jersey Stallions played a game against Cavaliers. He was there, standing at one end with his fellow partner Rajat. Almost a close game in 2024, where the Stallions thought again it's their game to take home. Result completely different. And this is why we love this league so much, minor league cricket, where every time there's something or the other, there's always a surprise. The favorites at times going down, and there have been some dark horses. NYC Titans coming stronger from the last year. They've done their homework well this season. Just a bit of more finesse they'd be wanting to add next season once this is done. But overall, I think from the last season, 2024 to 2025, the journey, the way they've added the layers in their batting and also the bowling, getting Sahir Bhatia, Keshav Patel with him, and then Parveen Dhul, very strong three spinners. Sahir Bhatia being the leg spinner, Parveen Dhul the left arm, and then Keshav Patel too. That's as soft as it's get. While you were still wondering, just like me, what has happened with no bail falling off, he has just taken top of off while the batter just tries to take a stroke across the line. He is so subtle, so smooth with the bowling action. Just not that. You just see that brush off on the replay. Just take a slight brush off, top of off. Top bowling, top stuff from Stephen Wigg. 2 for 2. That's his bowling figure so far. 3 wickets down, NYC Titans. Ryan Shun with NYC Titans. 13 matches, 125. Highest being 48 runs. That strike rate needs a bit of work. Strike rate being 78. almost very much dependent on their opener Goranshu Sharma and Mohammad Naseem doing a contribution of over 50 runs last game against New Jersey Stallions. In the power play, it's in the manual book when the ball is swinging, and even the coaches would tell that do not play with your cross bat. And that's what Ashish did. And it was too good of a delivery, too. You got to say that just brushing off the off, and it takes on. It's like an exact Hawkeye using the right length. It's just not that the angle that he, at times when he bowls a bit closer to the stump, a bit far away from the stump, that's how he brings in ball. So almost the pointer turning at you this occasion, he is a bit more closer at stumps, trying to bring the ball in towards the right hander. It's not for the batters that they use the width. This is the concept at times is missed from the bowlers, how they use their crease when bowling, coming close to the wickets, moving far away from the wickets. Cleaned up, cleaned up. He goes, and his stump is castled. What a bowling from Stephen Wigg. He gets 2 wickets in the over and maiden. What a ball there. Swings back into the right hander and Gonski. Disappointment after 3 balls. Quality balls bowled by him. 6 overs done, 39 for 4.
Whoever you are, on the field, the dream is what drives us. Gear up for your dreams. Shop now at dreamcricketstore.com.
NYC Titans crumbling here. And if you look at the bowling over from Stephen Wigg, we surely cannot go back, but the 2 dot balls forcing the batter to take that drive, and then he got rid of Ashish brushing off, and then 2 balls bowled, trying to bowling from closer of the stump, and then to get the ball in, just goes a bit wider towards right of your screen, and then playing across the line when the ball is swinging into you. That's where Ryan Shan perished. 4 wickets already in power play. The very first over, the second over, where NYC Titans were looking good, taking on the aggression. Now, Stephen Wigg with 2 wickets back to back in the very over with a maiden. He has turned the tide around. Two overs for Stephen Wigg. I would like to see if he comes on to bowl the next over as well, because Jesse Singh has been aggressive with his captaincy, and when he as a bowler as well knows that Stephen is found his rhythm, and giving him one more over might result producing another wicket for the New Jersey Stallions, and that will be an inch closer to the victory for them. I gotta appreciate the effort done by the ground staff, ensuring the play continues. They've been very busy today, especially with that mark where the bowler lands. At times, dues are not paid, the credit not paid to the groundsmen for their relentless hard work, but they are the soul of the game. They keep it running, and also at times we've seen in the Central Division games where couple of games rained out how things had to be changed, running across, moving the production setup, going to another ground, covers coming on, covers coming off. It was a whole lot of effort that's put in. We'll see a bowling change. It will be Emmanuel. And with that, Jaladua will be replacing. Goranshu Sharma with Jaladua, as Goranshu Sharma waits and sees the batter getting replaced. He is in question as well about the wickets falling. We will be waiting for a ball from Emmanuel. While we do that, just take a look where the middle order has been completely collapsed with two wickets coming in Stephen Bigg's over and a welcome boundary. Nothing has affected Goranshu Sharma. Even the wickets falling, his confidence is high, and that shot is of confidence. Does not shy, taking stride forward and creams the ball. Some teams are blessed to have leg spinners, whereas the other teams still finding a go with the offies. Big part, the leg break bowlers that play in T20 cricket, the wrist spin, skied high, that has gone up. Fielder settling, and completes the catch. Anirudh Emmanuel. It's Jesse Singh again. He has been the man in spotlight. I guess it's not him finding the ball. The ball is finding Jesse Singh today. He takes the second catch of the match. Same way it was up. He settles his eyes on the ball, gets his palms and hands out, collects it comfortably. 5 wickets down, NYC Titans, and they are struggling. Also, with that wicket, it should be the man they were looking to get rid of. It is Gorancho Sharma. And a good wicket for Emmanuel, too. The very first ball, he moving, taking the stride forward, hitting him for four, and a good comeback by Emmanuel. Was pitched up, tried to take him on. Played for the Philadelphians, 41 matches, 14 wickets, cut and a miss. There's a slip in position. It's Parveen who can bat, a handy all-rounder. It's not the expertise for him with the ball, but also bat. In local tournaments in Canada, he has been spotted to bat in the middle order, at times in the top order, and knows to pick the gaps. But a different task here. The assignment against the Stallions is something different. After losing 5 wickets, you are under pressure. And end of seventh over, just 5 runs off it, 44 for 5.
Whoever you are, on the field, the dream is what drives us. Gear up for your dreams. Shop now at dreamcricketstore.com.
And the ball's assigned to Saiteja Mukamala. In T20, and it has to be this league being the platform, how the players at times as well playing at all sorts of stage. There's a news broke out that Shakib Al Hassan will be joining Atlanta Fire. Irrespective of the stature, this league has grown massively. Minor league cricket, even the players with national contracts playing for USA, MLC, just like Corey Anderson, a part of this league tells us a story that how important is this league in the development of players to be a bridge to cover the gap, to give you high performance, high quality games every time. Last year, this year, before that, there's something new, and how the players add on a skill, add on a layer, and they get better. Same for the example of Saiteja Mukamala, who's so good with bat and having an opportunity to roll his arm over when needed. At times we've seen at the international stage as well for him playing for USA when needed, how he comes and rolls arm. And those are the time bowlers as a captain who have great accuracy and control. The captain might look, okay, my bowlers here aren't able to get the best. Probably the option when you have open, these are the part timers that you can go to. And such has been this league. Gets one emerging name always out. 8 overs done, 45 for 5. It's just been a run of Mukamala's over. A dive, but the sweeper does the work in the end. Close there to the pads. Must have been some bat involved. The run rate spiked up, jumping at 9.30, which is required. At once, going at 8 strongly. The fall of wickets, the damage it has done. It's just not played around. There's something heard by the wicketkeeper. There's something heard by Anirudh and also Jesse Singh at first slip. And the match official says nothing heard. There's nothing. And then there's Jesse Singh was hinting, might have been his jersey or his shoulder. Not sure if we can take a look again back at the replay just to watch what exactly was it. Chipped up. It's been a good turning track for the spinners. Praveen Dul batting on 4 of 11. Jaladua still to open his account. 3 balls faced. They need someone here. They need a bit of more confidence and a player to anchor the innings. Just not to get onto the back foot and get choked, but instead get that positivity out and try to get the game as close as they can. 9 overs done, 49 for 5. Saiteja Mukamala. Somewhere, it's like the viewers, I might also think, why not Stephen Wigg for one more over? Because if you are 5 wickets, 4 wickets down, you might think if you are Jesse Singh and Stallions fan to wrap this game as quickly as you can, because Stallions are very much comfortable knowing that brings 50 up for NYC Titans with that single. Maybe one more over from Stephen Wigg and he might be getting another wicket, just pushing NYC Titan into a corner. And you gotta give credit to Jesse Singh. He's been very active with the spinners, just not that, also with the pacers, making right field changes. Goes for a slog sweep. 51 runs scored. Runs required over 9. And when we say teams may not be predicting for back to back blows from the opposition in respect of the wickets falling back to back for NYC Titans. But surely, if it does happen and this is connected well to fetch at least 4 runs, I presume, but we'll await for the final confirmation from the umpire. This was dished up in the slot, played in the gap, and should be getting 4 runs. And as a team, as no team prepares for these sort of situations, but you'll have to keep in mind that if it happens, you will have to come out with a positive mindset. All fives on the scoreboard. Try to stop that single. And that can only happen when there's a rotation of strike. But if not, you start losing your strength, that mental strength. You start feeling this game is done. And, I'll just try to survive. The game isn't about the survival, even if that's the mindset of the players. If they win in the next game, is that victory even worth for the players? Because that's almost slow death as a team that you're asking for, that we will survive. It's not about the survival as the T20 game has progressed. It's more about the intent and the message being clear that this is the brand of cricket that we play as a unit. 10 overs done, 58 for 5. Struggling with that run rate, required over 9, 98 runs needed, almost close to 100 runs, 10 and over needed. Half of the second innings done, and we are pending with another 10 overs, which we will shortly see after the drinks break, after the players are hydrated. Stay tuned for the live action. Drinks break done. There might have been a discussion about how they will have to change the plot of their innings, NYC Titans. Let's try to push the Stallions, put some pressure back, a bit of more calculated approach they can that they can try. Times when the wicket fall and the wickets fall, if even if you're experienced batter, just like Goranshu Sharma, who was on one end trying to hold the wicket, it gets the good out of you. One end the wicket's falling, and you won, and a no ball for Anirudh Emmanuel. Will be called a free hit. As a spinner, having a no ball is unacceptable. There should be a release shot against Anirudh Emmanuel that Jaladua can take on. This might be the change in the direction where the innings is heading for the NYC Titans and Jaladua. And bowled smartly, Anirudh Emmanuel will get nothing but a run. Right hand, left hand combination. It's a bit of time for the batters to settle. They want to get rid of the left hander. That should be close. That should be very, very close. And right there on the stump, everyone knew immediately, having no bat involved, that it is going to be dead straight as plumb. What a bowling it is. Right straight. A wicket goes down for NYC Titans, and it was the left-hander Praveen Dul. Should be no more field changes. Good change of pace from Anirudh Emmanuel and a happy squad. They are beaming with joy. 6 wickets for 62. This team is putting on a show. New Jersey Stallions. Anirudh Emmanuel bags 2 wickets today. Still has got an over. After his third over, he's got 2 balls to be bowled. Charan Bhatia. I know it's a different game, but when the wicket's falling, it takes me back to one of those moments of 2011 World Cup where the Ireland were chasing 328 runs against England. Wickets fell quickly. The start was not in the favor of Ireland. We shall continue with the conversation after this over. 11 overs done, 62 for 6. They required 94 of 9 overs. So I was mentioning how Ireland in 2011, when they were facing England in Bangalore, the start not in the favor of Ireland. They needed another 200 more runs, and then wickets falling. It was fifth wicket, sixth wicket. Then comes Kevin O'Brien alongside Alex Cusick. gets 100, and out of nowhere, he gets Ireland to a victory, a very famous victory. And that's what I mean about the positive mindset. And if you're going, you gotta go everything. You gotta show you everything. And it's not the game of survival. If you know that the run rate's hopping high, you gotta play your shots, you gotta keep the strike rotating. And those are the games like this get your name edged forever. This league having a big lore about it, minor league cricket, how it started, how it's going, and everyone around the globe loving this league has become one of the favorites. In many instances that or many games you've seen, they are one-sided. You always see something different. There are players right back at the bowler. Drop shot. Oh, excellent work. That's just superb work out in the deep here. Was a very bad ball, but the fielding effort has completely changed what the outcome could have been. And even for the players, when they play this league, minor league cricket, just going back to the conversation, what was continued to continue it was the friends, the families, the supporters, and I know that the fan bases of these clubs are huge. Just for NYC, be it Stallions, spending so much time watching your friends, families just to play this league, getting the name out. It means a lot for anyone who is just sitting on their screen and watching the players play. And just a promise the players have to fulfill in return. There's that return your loved ones as the viewers were expecting, because every time there's something different, there's something changed in the game. And the game is same, the game of cricket, but what gets in the game, the different player, the different teams playing, is something that is to be taken from every game. And you gotta give a, a big shout out to the spectators, the fan base of minor league cricket, who's been loyal, the viewership, just watching the games with full dedication and their commitment. End of the over, 12 overs done, 69 for 6, 87 runs needed in 8 overs. And as we talk about how the league has grown, the news that just recently popped up for me is Tagnara and Chandrapal, who is also a part of the minor league cricket setup, who played last test in 2024, is now filling in the shoes of Craig Brathwaite for West Indies. Because just the clarity, the game that you display, and it was told by Darren Sammy that he's someone that they're looking that fills in, brings on the same skill set, and the role requires, and the experience, the ability to play spin. And it's like this when you are having the exposure from the players such as him and different players around the globe who play, and even Philadelphians who were strongly supported by Liam Plunkett. I remember Ross Taylor being part of one of the teams in the minor league, and also he was with Orcas. Now he comes out of retirement, Ross Taylor, to represent his heritage, the Samoan cricket team. It's just fascinating. Cricket and the stories, it just gets better and better. Almost in the air. Chances of catch for Anirudh Emmanuel, falling short of him. 13 overs done, 73 for 6, 83 required in 7 overs. Still continuing with Saiteja Mukamala and his final fourth over for the day. This time better. Better clipping away onto the leg side. It was Bowl. Just had to clear the fielder inside the circle over his head, and Jaladua gets a boundary. Picked up extremely well. Was there to be hit freely. Gets a free swing. 78 runs needed. Wicket for Saiteja Mukamala here, where the batter tries to give him some cramping him up. Mukamala says goodbye. "78 runs and 7 wickets down for NYC Titans. It does look like the Stallions are going to win this game. Sahar Bhatia, after facing a ball, he'll still be at zero. Still want to open his account. 14 overs done. 78 needed in 6 overs. You have 78 runs scored by the NYC Titans. 78 for 7. It's the back-to-back wickets in the power play. For me, that has changed the whole context of the game for NYC Titans, especially that 1 over from Stephen Wigg, where he got a maiden and 2 wickets. It completely bamboozled the NYC Titan batting lineup. And good calls made by Jesse Singh as captain, replaced Sachin, who was expensive, bowling his first over to Garanshu Sharma. Got 12 runs, replaced him with Stephen Wigg, bought in Anirudh Emanuel, also Saiteja Mukamala. So he got the job done through spinners using his 2 others. The cries of catches, Sachin through the hands, and it's fall. And it's a fall from Dominic Ricky. He smiles, but sure, he would be devastated by that drop. That's a slip. Slip out of his hands. 6 runs. Could have been a wicket here. Looks like another 6 here. Chiranshu Bhatia making Dominic Ricky pay and Sachin Mailavarpu for what's been done. Should have been bagged as a catch. And if the camera's turned around to Dominic Ricky, he won't be happy seeing that shot. 12 runs in 4 balls. Goes big, goes high, back to back. But this time is a wicket. Had the elevation, no distance, Was hit so high, bowled away by Sachin Mailavarpu, not in the range, was logged to play the shot, and there's a wicket. Eight wickets fall for NYC Titans. 90 runs required, 66, 2 wickets away. The Stallions to win the game. Mario Loban. Now it's upon the final 2 wickets that decide the final ball. 15 overs will be completed, 5 overs that will remain. 66 runs will be needed. Make that extra. And the NYC Titans will be taking whatever coming their way. "15 done." Brushed off the pads of the batter. Thought it would be wide. 91 runs on board of 8 wickets. Still, the run rate for NYC Titans is at 6 and over. Whereas the required run rate, 13 runs required every over. They need that Superman effort. And they've brought in Stephen Vick to clean up the tail. Lobana gets Vick in the block hole to start the first one. Coming back for the second. Looks like they'll be happy with only one. Just looking at the throw. It's right on the spot. Nicely taken off the pads. Sahir Bhatia Gets runs on his name. Just 2 wickets away. Stallions to get the job done and be undefeated so far in the league stage. Two wickets in his second over and a maiden that he bowled. Pushed the opposition on the back foot, and from there it was hard for the NYC Titans to recover. First 2-3 overs going the NYC Titans' way, and after that, it seems like they lost the route. Losing wickets, they were misguided. Despite Gauranshu Sharma trying hard, and that's a good shot. That'll run away for four. Had power, had connection through the short covers. The fielder diving and chase that had to be given up. Slams very hard, Mario Loban. Need good connection. Change of pace. Rolling his fingers on the ball. More of an off cutter that you'd call in your conventional terms for a slow one. Someone rolling his fingers. Seven runs coming off Stephens over. 16 overs done. 98 for 8. Sachin Mailavarpu. And his third over. Right there in the stumps. Connects. Looks like he's connected well. And yes, he has. The amount of time ball spent in the air was a question if it's going to go beyond the boundary. And Mario Laban getting one out and smacking it in the deep mid wicket. That's his strength. Picked up, picks up a boundary this time through the offside. First one was a six, now gets a boundary. Maybe Mario Loban can be the savior for NYC Titans. Shot, the run rate is over 13. To be precise, 15 needed and over. And at least an imaginary situation for NYC Titans that they might be able to believe in. Not now. After a boundary and a ball before six, it's the wicket. It is Mario Loban who departs after playing two good shots for a six and a four. Sachin gets hold of him. 9 down, 17 overs done, 108. Might be looking NYC Titans to complete full 20 overs without being bowled out. Just to not to take hit at that run rate. It's pushing away, and the Stallions know exactly it's their game. Just a wicket that is keeping them away. One 110 on the board. The NYC Titans would be feeling the last two overs were exactly where the Stallions were at 120, 130. Getting those boundaries over 150 as somewhere that's where the games shifted away from them because Jesse Singh coming in the very first ball he faced, he got a boundary and then a six, and then to close on, he gets one more four. 14 runs added in the first innings by him. That'll be the end of one more over. 18 done. pushed in the gap. One of the key factors that you would also highlight upon is the fall of wickets. If you look at the Manhattan, which I'm able to access from my end, and look at the wickets falling for the NYC Titans and then the Stallions, is that there were few wickets that fell for the Stallions, and they're able to hold on, knowing how the wicket played. They took their chances in the very last 3 overs, in the very end, almost when they reached a mark of 120, 130. That's where they started taking their chances on. If they're able to get anything over 140, is what we consider that to be a bonus, and would have been a spectacular catch if it was completed. Almost like an effort. Jesse Singh, Chris Gale, in one of the seasons in GT20 Canada, he completed a catch and rebound. This is how Jesse Singh tried to flip it over, gets his hand, flips around, and with the other hand, when he turns, he catches that one. We've seen some great catches this season all along. Tried bowling quicker, but in the surface will be a dot to end. 3 runs coming off it. Final over. 41 runs needed. Final 6 balls coming up from Nawab Singh. Was just given an over from JC Singh of what he bowled. Has taken 3 circles. First one, Nawab Singh trying to bowl. The umpire says no. The second one and the third time, yeah, third time being a charm. But we'll have to bowl again. Before bowling, just every bowler being a bit different. Some turning clockwise, some anti-clockwise, and then just a roundabout. But for someone, it's more about the shift and the pace that they build. Wide and short. It's been a good performance here to read the wicket, and it's most importantly about reading the wicket. And if you look at the worm too, you you would say that they were going hand in hand. At the fifth over, the difference started in the sixth over, where Gaurav Sharma, that's the wicket of him that fell, takes the outside edge. The seventh over, that's the wicket that was taken by Anirudh Emmanuel, caught by Jasdeep Singh. That made a difference, and then from there, the recovery has been very difficult. They tried managing, building an innings, and then in the very 15th over, almost touching the distance, exactly where the Stallions were. He gets a boundary. A beautiful shot from Keshav Rawal, straight down the wicket, presents his bat. Just more of a check drive, not a full drive from Keshav Rawal. More of punch in his shot. And the singles have been less as well when compared to the Stallions. There were 48 singles in total, and whereas for the New York Titans, NYC Titans, they have only 38, 32. I beg your pardon. Whereas with the boundaries too, they've managed to pull out 44 runs in total and 36 runs from boundaries. The NYC Titans. Those are all factors that make difference. And then there was a partnership between Mukamala and Ronaldo Truton. Yeah, there's no partnership that was established. Does he connect that? Yes, he does. But the fielder at long off drives it to the fielder, and that'll be the game for the New Jersey Stallions. They are dominating still at the top of points table. They crush the NYC Titans by winning by 30 runs. This is the score and the story that's telling you on your screen. NYC Titan, with the wicket remaining, they were only able to score 125 runs. And New Jersey Stallions, whereas for them winning by 30 runs, this has been a dominating performance. Yes, they might have started slow, but they knew exactly what they were doing. And true to their strength, bowling performance by Stephen Wigg, back-to-back wickets in that fifth over before the power play that rippled out the NYC Titans batters, finding tough to take a stand with the batting. They are now struggling on the points table here. While we were just talking about the NYC Titans, if winning the game against the Stallions, they might be able to push that run rate, fight with the Philadelphians. They are the Philadelphians in a safe spot. This is the game for us, and we will call it off here. We will join you again with the next game. Thank you for joining us.